My name is Pablo Griss. I come from Venezuela. I went to Columbia University in New York, which was a great experience, not only because of the school, but the importance of the school, but have the chance to, well, spend time in New York and learn about the art scene in the 90s. I have 30 years of experience as a painter. And I think the most paramount thing about these 30 years is the process. Back in that days in New York, I have a lot of energy, young, was more into expressionism, you know, like Geo Baselitz or William de Kooning were my thing, you know. A lot of paint, putting paint over paint, so it was more adding to the canvas than really thinking about how you can transform the surface of a canvas. It is about surface and how you treat that surface and how you, the metaphor of that surface comes to light, to how it speaks to the audience. That's what I learned in these 30 years. How to understand surface, how to understand materials to change how you perceive this two-dimensional thing. The background, I call it negative space, you know. It's very important to me. So I concentrate more in what is on the back of the painting, how you can make it deep. So now it's not only about adding, it's also about subtracting or editing, you know. So I take more time with one painting or two paintings. Of course, I do many paintings at a time because you have to let it dry and think about it and reflect about it. I do drawings, very expressionistic, and then I go back to the painting, or I spend 2 or 3 months doing other types of paintings where I push myself in another direction. Maybe that's a work that it will be destroyed or will be forgotten about it, you know, it will maybe roll it, put it in a tube. But yeah, it's a discipline that I used to think out of the box and not thinking that, you know, art is about, or painting is about, you know, respecting one technique and follow that technique for the rest of your life. Because then, for me, that's craftsmanship and that's not painting. So of course, it's a little bit frustrating for the audience to just see the final thing, because they cannot, you know, really unfold all this time. As a painter, we can do it when we see a painting because we understand the process. But for the normal viewer, it's very difficult, and that's why it's so difficult for them to engage to abstract painting. As a childhood, I spent my weekends with my father. My parents were divorced, and we go sailing. And sailing is about time, you know, and really reacting to what is coming to you, you know. You cannot plan really when you're sailing. So it's also about a process. Control is knowledge, you know, but you gain knowledge in the process also, practicing, doing it again and again. So yeah, you have control, but you need to also, you know, let the painting say or the surface say what you have to do. You know, it's like a mechanic. They come and they have this big problem, you know, have all these tools, you know, but he needs the tools, and that's the control, you know. But the experience is what really counts. So if you have all the tools, but you don't have the experience, you're not going to find the problem, you know, in the engine. Nothing compares to the process of spending many hours a day, every day in the studio. You know, I work 7 days a week, at least 10 hours. And it's part of my life. You know, I'm not looking forward to, I need to finish today at 5 o'clock and go to a club or a bar or whatever. Yeah, I do it sometimes, but it's not relevant. If you want to be an artist, spend as much time as you can in your studio. It's like a sailing boat again, you know. You can go in a fast boat to that island. The goal is to be in the island. Well, you go in a fast boat, or an airplane, or a helicopter. But the process getting to the island, that only is given by a sailing boat, you know, which takes maybe 20 hours to get there instead of 2 hours or 4 hours. So depends what you want. Do you want the experience or you want the end result? My goal is not to get to a specific island, but to visit as many islands as I can while I live. Don't have a big goal, but to have small goals. So you feel like, you know, you're going to one island and you go to another island, and then until you decide where you want to go. When I was 18, I thought I want to be an engineer. Look at me now, you know. Well, now it's what is given to you. I mean, how you handle that. What do you do with that? Not is what you want, is how you handle what is given to you, you know? So that's the present, because if you start thinking in the future, then you say, oh, well, I need this to do that or whatever. If I'm going to an island and I only have a pen and a paper, I use that. I cannot say, oh, when I have paint, I will paint, you know? Or maybe just make some drawings in the sand. But, you know, use what you have. You know, you have to be yourself and you have to believe in yourself. You have to become your own hero and not expect to have, you know, impact the rest, like show that you are a hero. So try to be your hero, and I think that's enough. Not compared to yourself to, you know, other people. Loneliness is only a luxury for the rich. So I'm fucking rich.